Focal TV, located at Topo Village, Somalia Drive, Liberia. Be the part and experience the best in online broadcasting. Keep Focal. Focal TV, bringing you innovation to broadcasting, news, views, comments, and analysis of issues happening in Liberia and the rest of the world. Focal TV, with check and balance, we bring it as it unfolds. Focal TV, bringing you face-to-face with newsmakers in town. Focal TV, the best online platform in broadcasting. Focal TV, located at Topo Village, Somalia Drive, Liberia. Be the part and experience the best in online broadcasting. Keep Focal. Focal TV, bringing you innovation to broadcasting, news, views, comments, and analysis of issues happening in Liberia and the rest of the world. Focal TV, with check and balance, we bring it as it unfolds. Focal TV, bringing you face-to-face with newsmakers in town. Focal TV, the best online platform in broadcasting. Focal TV, located at Topo Village, Somalia Drive, Liberia. Be the part and experience the best in online broadcasting. Keep Focal.
A pleasant good morning and welcome to Focal Online TV, where we bring you the daily edition of Inside the Print Media. This morning, I am excited to be here to serve our country Liberia with information that will equip you of our happenings within the country. So welcome to Focal Online TV. We are grateful having you all here this morning. And today is Wednesday. Just so you be reminded, today is Ladies' Night. Kindly enjoy yourself. As we begin this Wednesday, do not forget to keep moving forward. Keep pressing ahead. So we begin revision of our daily news here in studio. We have the Daily Observer newspaper. We have the Front Page Africa newspaper. We have the New Dawn newspaper, and we have Independent Probe. And later on, after the climax of our local news here in Liberia, we will go straightly for international news. So we take a short break. When I get back, I will fill you in with information as it relates to the headlines and news in details on the Daily Observer newspaper. Kindly get yourself a newspaper, be acquainted with information of our country Liberia. Here on Focal TV, as it relates to the daily edition of Inside the Print Media, we only bring you top stories, headlines, and the news in details. So as a citizen of Liberia, it's prudent enough to get yourself a newspaper every day and be acquainted with information relating to our country Liberia. This is how we take a short break. When we get back, we look at our headlines and the news in details under the Daily Observer newspaper first thing. Thanks for watching. Please give it.
Focal TV, bringing you innovation to broadcasting, news, views, comments, and analysis of issues happening in Liberia and the rest of the world. For God TV, with check and balance, we bring it as it unfolds. For God TV, bringing you face to face with newsmakers in town. For God TV, the best online platform in broadcasting. For God TV, located at Tobo Village, Somalia Drive, Liberia. Be the part and experience the best in online broadcasting. Keep focused. Focal TV, bringing you innovation to broadcasting, news, views, comments, and analysis of issues happening in Liberia and the rest of the world. Focal TV, with check and balance, we bring it as it unfolds. Focal TV, bringing you face to face with newsmakers in town. Focal TV, the best online platform in broadcasting. Focal TV, located at Tobo Village, Somalia Drive, Liberia. Be the part and experience the best in online broadcasting. Keep focused. Focal TV, bringing you innovation to broadcasting, news, views, comments, and analysis of issues happening in Liberia and the rest of the world. Focal TV, with check and balance, we bring it as it unfolds. Focal TV, bringing you face to face with newsmakers in town. Focal TV, the best online platform in broadcasting. Focal TV, located at Tobo Village, Somalia Drive, Liberia. Be the part and experience the best in online broadcasting. Keep focused.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are watching us live from. We are excited to have you here on our platform this morning, watching us and listening to this important information from our newsroom. We are Focal Online TV, and welcome to another daily edition of Inside of Media. So, if you are watching from the diaspora, a pleasant good morning, good evening, good afternoon due to your geographical location. Today we have on our platform here one of the headlines as it relates to the Daily Observer newspaper. We have "Trust me with your presidency, President Weah appeals to Liberians." He said, "Trust me with your presidency, President Weah appeals to Liberians." We move over to another headline under the Daily Observer newspaper. What next for the ex-Chief Justice alleged murder case? What next for the ex-Chief Justice alleged murder case? So we will now dive straightly into our news for today as it relates to as it relates to the Daily Observer newspaper with the headline "Trust me with your presidency, President Weah appeals to Liberians." The news in details. President Weah has begun his re-election campaign as he appealed to Liberia to entrust him with another 6 years in office, citing his unparalleled experience and commitment to the nation's progress. Weah, who rose to power on the promise of change but has failed to achieve much, cited his administration's success in revitalizing the economy, improving infrastructure, and enhancing education and healthcare services as reasons for his re-election. These accomplishments, he argued, make a strong case for his re-election and affirm his credentials as a competent leader as he mocks his political rivals' promises of transformative change. The last 5 years have been a remarkable one. The last 5 years have been marked by unprecedented development more than any government in the country's history in fixing the roads. The president said at the campaign rally in electoral district 7 and 8, we have more development, including building hospitals, roads, and the provision of free education to Liberia's students. If you don't vote for George Weah in our candidates, they will come and change everything we have achieved, he added. If you can't trust anyone, you can trust me. I did nothing for you and you voted for me, and now I have done much for you. President Weah, in his appeal for another term, dismissed his closer political rival, former Vice President, promises of change as he questioned the United Party candidate proposal, suggesting that they very often lofty rhetoric without concrete plans. According to Weah, change for the sake of change, it is not progress as leaders need to have a clear vision and proven track record to guide our nation forward. He claimed that Bwaka, who spent 12 years in power, has nothing to offer Liberia and cannot lead the development of the country in the 21st century. Even the executive mansion they want that won't go burn 15 years ago, and I have come to build, fix it after they spent 12 years in power. They will not fix it 4 years in power. I build the executive mansion. Why call yourself a fixer when you cannot fix a mansion for 12 years? We are said as he worked up Bwaka rescue agenda. You spent 12 years in power and yet calling yourself rescue. What are you coming to rescue them? The executive mansion on July 26, 2006, a few months after former President Salivian Bwaka assumed power, caught fire with renovation work stretching for 12 years. But Bwaka has argued that he has no say in renovation and cannot be blamed. We are appeal for another term. According to his critics, it's not without a share of skepticism. The point of persistent challenges in the country, including high unemployment rates and inadequate access to basic services for many Nigerians. This is how we close down on the first headline and using details as it relates to the Daily Observer newspaper. We now move over quickly to another headline on the Daily Observer newspaper. The headline reads, what next for the ex-Chief Justice alleged murder case? What next for the ex Chief Justice alleged murder case? And using details. The government of Liberia has dramatically somersaulted on its earlier motion before Criminal Court A for a change of place or venue in the impending murder trial involving former Chief Justice Laura Musu Scott and three members of her family. The government, through the Ministry of Justice, had earlier filed a motion for a change of venue to relocate the murder trial of Constable Gloria Musu Scott and others from Monrovia to a nearby county, citing fear of local prejudice due to huge public sentiment. On Wednesday, August 2, 2023, the prosecution filed a motion for a change of place or venue, stating that the within named defendants, Councilor Gloria Moses Scott, Gertrude Newton, Rebecca Udell Wisner, and Alice Johnson were arrested, investigated, and charged by the Crown Services Department as of the Liberia National Police, the Commission of Crimes mentioned. Prosecution also stated in doing the hearing of the aforesaid petition for the right of habeas corpus first at Criminal Court C and also before the arrival of the defendant. For the first time, the entire courtroom was filled with spectators, including supporters of the respondents or defendants. while others were in the courtyard discussing the merits of the case as said acts are legally unacceptable and counterproductive to the conduct of an impartial trial. Also, that when the defendants were expected to appear at the Monrovia City Magisterial Court at the Temple of Justice and at the Criminal Court A for Monserrado County on June 21, 2023, and July 4, 2023, respectively. A large crowd of people gathered at the court's mentioned above to witness the aforesaid proceedings, and they were repeatedly discussing the merit of the case, which is totally against practice in the procedure. The government also argued that when the within defendants or suspects were denied the right to bail at the Monrovia City on June 21, 2023, when they were committed to jail for the first time at the Monrovia Central Prison, hundreds of unidentified people stormed the aforesaid prison in an unusual and or irregular manner, a situation which is not healthy or conducive for both the within defendants and other inmates, including staff or prison guards at the Erfurt prison compound or facility. Prosecution further contended that during this pre-trial period and the three different times, the defendants appear on the grounds of the Temple of Justice groups of people with mixed reactions, singing, chanting slogans, and dancing with the anxiety of desperation were often seen in the courtyard discussing the full case and at the same time awaiting the outcome of the proceedings, a situation which poses threat and uncertainty for all the parties in the fraud said matter. This is how we close down from the Daily Observer newspaper, and we move quickly to the front page Africa newspaper. So we will move quickly to front page Africa newspaper, and then right after which we will then come back to the New Dawn newspaper and have our information from our sources, the New Dawn paper. So Mohamed Van Kane is now turning over to you for information from the front page.
All right, so for front page Africa, one of the stories here says uh, mm, Liberian government confirms. Oh. Becky, please give me. Coach, I think you have to read other people so I can.
So we proceed with the New Dawn newspaper. Waka replies Yure and family. Waka replies Yure and family. Sorry for the pages we have in our newsroom here today. So we proceed with the New Dawn newspaper. Waka replies Yure and family. At long last, Unity Party presidential candidate Joseph Jumon Boaka has responded to the claim of betrayal by the political leader of the All Liberal Party, ALP, Jumia Ure, and his family. Speaking to the Voice of America on Monday, August 7th, from the United States, Mr. Boaka said that he has nothing against the Ure family, but they should understand that decisions are to be made. Mr. Ure and myself are still good friends. Maybe the word good may not be there anymore. I don't let go friendship. I don't overlook it. But there are times in life that you have difference and people go their different ways and you can stop it, he stated. The former vice president clarified that he was not the one who distanced himself from Mr. Ure and his family. Rather, the Ure family decided to disassociate with him. I was not the one who ran away from them. I made a decision that may be or not be accepted to them. But again, it was my right to make a decision and I made it. I don't owe and will never owe any grudge against any of them. I have reached out to them and told them over and over again that I don't hold any grudge against them. According to him, decision had to be made and his decision was made. and Mr. Yue and his family were informed of reasons behind the decision Ibwaka took. He said the US may not agree with him, but they still have time to think over it, and the decision he made was in the best interest for a way forward. Asked about his health, the UP residential candidate said his one-time confidant, Heron might be a doctor of another kind who determines the health of people when he disclosed that the former VP was sick, saying, I am moving around who about his own health other than the person himself. He noted that maybe Costa knows more than his medical doctor, and that's why he spoke in said manner. Despite what has transpired, Costa both Ambassador Boaka and Mr. Yue were members of this degraded collaboration political parties, CPP, along with Mr. Alexander B. Cummings and Senator Youngli Kanga Lawrence of the divided Liberty Party, but they abandoned the collaboration, taking along Senator Kanga Lawrence after they accused Mr. Cummings of tampering with the CPP framework document, an allegation they failed to sustain in court. So we move over to another headline under the New Dawn newspaper. The headline reads CPP moons falling Senator 19. CPP moons falling Senator 19. The collaborating political parties or Alternative National Congress ANC has declared 48 hours or 2 days of mourning following the death of its Senator Daniel Natin of Bapolu County. According to the report, Senator Natin, who was national chairman of the ANC, died earlier Tuesday, August 8, 2023, in India, where he had gone for advanced medication following a period of alignment. CPP National Chair Musa Hassan Beleti confirming the death on his own Truth FM radio on Tuesday, said the passing of the Senator Natin came as a shock. Chairman Beleti said CPP is suspending all political activities during the 48 hours of mourning the death of one of its executives. CPP senior barrier and presidential candidate Alexander B. Kumi is quoted as writing on his Facebook page that he has spoken with the senator just days ago and wished him well prior to his student demise. The late Senator Natin was a candidate in the October election and a staunch member of the opposition community. His death brings to two the number of legislators who died in less than a month. In July, Grand Bassa County Representative Hans Bashu, who was similarly seeking re-election, died in Monrovia following a brief alignment. This is how we proceed with the front page Africa newspaper here in our studio room on the daily server on the daily edition of Inside the Print Media. Senate to trash abortion bill. Bishop Kotu Brown appeals to Senate pro tempore and members of the Liberian before them. Senate to trash abortion bill. Bishop Kotu Brown appeals to Senate pro tempore. Legalizing the abortion equates to legalizing the killing of unborn children in Liberia, declared Bishop Kotu K. Brown, the general overseer of the Apostolic Pentecostal Church International. The bishop made his impassioned appeal to the president pro tempore and members of the Liberian Senate during a special Thanksgiving and prayer service at New Water in the Desert Assembly on Sunday, August 8, 2023. The event marked the culmination of a special intercessory prayer session for a peaceful, credible, and fair election for the president of Liberia and members of the legislature, where he engaged with the congregation. The religious community vehemently opposes the legalization of abortion as it fears it will transform the nation into killing field for unborn children. Bishop Brown further illustrated his stance by drawing parallels to the biblical account of Elizabeth's pregnancy with John the Baptist. According to St. Luke 1, verse 36, and verses 41 to 44, the unborn John leaped in Elizabeth's womb upon hearing the voice of Mary, mother of Jesus. Bishop Brown quoted the scripture 36, and behold, your cousin Elizabeth, she has also conceived a son in her old age. And this is the sixth month of her, in the sixth month with her, who was called barren. 41. When Elizabeth heard Mary's greetings, the baby leaped in her womb, and Elizabeth was filled with the Holy Spirit. 42. In a loud voice, she exclaimed, blessed are you among women, and blessed is the child you will bear. 43. But why am I so favored that the mother of my Lord should come to me? 44. As soon as the sound of your greetings reached my ears, the baby in my womb leaped for joy. Bishop Brown strongly asserts that ending the life of an unborn baby without justified cause amounts to the destruction of human life. He emphasizes that while abortion is already permissible in Liberia under certain circumstances, such as rape, incest, maternal health risks, or fetal disability, legalizing it on a broader scale. Regardless of the pregnancy stage, contradicts the sanctity of life created in the image of God. The former president of Liberia Council of Churches firmly holds that such a life cannot be determined or terminated at any developmental stage or due to personal desires. We move over to another headline on the front page Africa. LCA wants GSM companies to improve services. LCA wants GSM company to improve. We will run quickly to look at our viewers who are watching us this morning. Nora Glory, following from Gio Aslan, watching from Microphone, watching from Benson Street. A rainy day with amazing stories and steam. So we proceed with another headline under the front page Africa. LCA wants GSM companies to improve services. LCA wants GSM companies to improve services. The Liberia Telecommunications Authority has won mobile network operators in Liberia to improve all their services to the country. The chairperson of the Liberia Telecommunications Authority (LTA), Madam Edwina Com Sapa, at meeting emphasized the crucial need for mobile network operators (MNOS) in the country to enhance the quality of services they provide to customers, as there have been significant issues. Madam Sapa commented during an appointment meeting held with top executives of MTN management team at LTA headquarters on Tuesday. We take pride in ourselves for being reachable. We will always be here to work with you. It's obvious that Liberia should not be left behind in reaching its full potential in this digital age, Madam Sapa said. She also took the opportunity to react her call and retreat her call to mobile network operators, civil society, students, and the public in general to contribute to the success of the Liberia Digital Transformation Project, LDTP. We have embarked on the Liberia Digital Transformation Project and we appreciate your partnership. Not just funding, we want to succeed it. We seek participation in training, publicity, and recommendation from every institution we have officially reached out to. It is crucial for many institutions and people to join the movement and make it successful because the more people join, the more successful it will be. This is how we run quickly to independent group with the headlines. We are activate official campaign mode. We are activate official campaign mode. Call on voters not to be carried away by empty political jargons. We are activate official campaign mode. Call on voters not to be carried away by empty political jargon. CDC presidential candidate for the pending October 2023 presidential and legislative election, Cuban President George Weah has officially begun his campaign trial in Montserrado County, starting with electoral district 7 and 8 respectively. The Liberian chief executive is expected to throw the 17 political districts in Nasarawa County and all 15 counties in Liberia to carry out campaign rallies with citizens ahead of pending October 10th polls. In one of his statements at the start of his campaign activities on Tuesday, August 9, 2023, the CDC candidate put out his 6 years achievement as a living proof for which his continuation of his leadership as president of Liberia should be ensured by the Liberian people. President Weah further asserted that if he is re-elected, he will continue the numerous developmental initiatives in the country and further improve the livelihood of the Liberian people. He, at the same time, caused the occasion to discourage partisans of citizens not to be lured by empty political jargons from opposition politicians and emphasized that the best decision Liberian will ever make is to re-elect him October 10th. The president of Liberia said at the same time, he used this occasion to encourage partisans of citizens not to be lured by empty political jargons from opposition politicians and emphasized that the best decision Liberians who ever made is to re-elect him come October 10th. This is how we close down on our news here for today. Thanks to all of our viewers who are watching. Norin. He's following from Q Iceland. We appreciate you, Gregory Pan. Thanks for joining us. Andy Chara, we appreciate you. Of course, today is a rainy day in the city of Monrovia, and we are facing a serious rainfall here on the Japanese highway. So we appreciate you for joining us. We take a short break. When we get back, we proceed with our international source for today. Thanks for watching. Please stay with us as I'll be right back with our international source. This is Focal Online TV, the daily edition of Inside the Print Media. And I am your host and your presenter for today, Greg Finan Courage Pass, saying please stay with me and have yourself a blessed day.
Focal TV, bringing you innovation to Focal TV, bringing you innovation to broadcasting news, views, comments, and analysis of issues happening in Liberia and the rest of the world. Focal TV, with check and balance, we bring it as it unfolds. Focal TV, bringing you face to face with newsmakers in town. Focal TV, the best online platform in broadcasting. Focal TV, located at Topo Village, Somalia Drive, Liberia. Be the part and experience the best in online broadcasting. Keep Focal. Focal TV, bringing you innovation to broadcasting news, views, comments, and analysis.
Okay, welcome back, folks. So daily edition of Inside the Print Media. And I am your presenter, grateful and encouraged by saying happy Wednesday and happy ladies' night to you as you'll be going out there tonight to enjoy yourself. So back again, as it relates to our international source, I'll bring to you the headlines and the news in details. Our source for today internationally is the BBC News. So let's run quickly to the headlines and the news in details. 41 migrants die in shipwreck. 41 migrants die in shipwreck off Italy. 41 migrants die in shipwreck of Italy. The news in details. 41 migrants have died in a shipwreck of the Italian island on the Lampedusa, survivors told local media. A group of 4 people who survived the disaster told rescuers that they were on a boat that had set off from South and Tusciana and sank on its way to Italy. The 4 survivors, originally from the Ivory Coast in Guinea, reached Lampedusa on Wednesday. More than 1,800 people have lost their lives so far this year in crossing from North Africa to Europe. The survivors, 3 men and a woman, told rescuers that they were on a boat carrying 45 people, including 3 children. They said the boat, which was about 7 meters, 20 feet long, left tracks on Thursday last week but sank within hours after being hit by a big wave. Only 15 people are understood to have been wearing life vests. They added that they were rescued by a cargo ship and then transferred to an Italian Coast Guard vessel. The Italian Coast Guard reported 2 shipwrecks in the area on Sunday, but it is not clear whether this vessel is one of those. In recent days, Italian patrol boats and charity groups have rescued another 2,000 people who have arrived on Lampedusa. Tunisia has seen a wave of racism against Black Africans in recent months, and attempts to leave the country by boat have increased. The United Nations also registered more than 17,000 deaths and disappearances in the central Mediterranean since 2014, making it the most dangerous migrant crossing in the world. Italy's far-right government has adopted a policy that forces rescue ships to dock at ports further away, rather than letting them disembark rescue migrants in Lampedusa or Sicily. It says that the aim is to spread arrivals across the country, but NGOs say the policy reduces the amount of time they can patrol areas where shipwrecks are more common. This is how we close down our news for today. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining us. This is Focal Online TV, another daily edition of Inside the Print Media. Today is a rainy day in a country of Liberia, this sweet land of liberty. We are experiencing a serious rainfall here in Liberia. We appreciate you joining us with all of the challenges we face in internet services and connectivity. We still appreciate all of our viewers who are just joining us. We are seeing Joseph Soko Conan Jr. He said, "Great. Thanks for joining us today. It's nice having you. Happy ladies' night to you." Later on at 1 p.m., we'll commence with our focal women talk. And today we're going to be talking about violence. Violence as it relates to all forms. Don't forget, I am your host on the focal women talk here. So please join me. Thanks for watching the daily edition of Inside the Print Media. Focal TV is open for business deeds. We are located within a Topo Village community along the Japanese Highway. Again, we are talking about violence within our country as we approach it, or as we are gearing towards October 10 electoral process. We encourage all political parties to please preach the message of peace. Let peace be the first priority of our emotions. Let peace be the first priority of our emotions. Let us seek peace firstly before reacting. There's no need for violence here. There's no need for violence come October 10th. Liberia is all we have. Liberia is all we wanted. Liberia is all we need. And Liberia is what we must protect. The peace of Liberia is essential to the growth of Liberians. The peace of Liberia is essential to the growth of Liberians. The peace of Liberia is crucial to the growth of the Liberians. So we encourage you to preach the message of peace. So those of you who are watching from the diaspora, if you are a citizen of Liberia but you are away, we appreciate you to continue to post that on your Facebook page, preaching the message of peace. Females, get connected, continue to build a relationship of peace in our country. Talk to somebody, not to be arrogant, talk to somebody not to mind the slogans from different political parties, talk to somebody to do away with their emotions, and let's preach the message of peace. Remember, Liberia is what we have. Liberia is all we have, and because of that, we have to continue to protect the peace of our country, Liberia. The president will say his say, the vice president will say her say, but what we have to say on the media or as media practitioners is to not be carried away by violence, to not be carried away by the slogans, do not be carried away by the jargons, do not be carried away by politicians to do X, Y, Z, which is wrong or which will lead into violence acts. Continue to prioritize peace. With peace in our country, Liberia, we can endure the heaviest storm. Please let us protect the peace of our country as we go through this terrific time. Election is something that is crucial. Keep the children at home, keep the children busy with homework, keep your eyes on your children. This is one of the crucial moments in Liberia that if you are a parent who is workaholic, you have to spend more time with your children. Check up on your children every minute, every time. Even if school reopens, please continue to check up on your children. Know who goes for your children. Know who comes back home with your children. This is important. You have to keep the children informed. Talk to your children. It's election time. The usual thing I know parents usually say election time, you see whole lot of kidnapping, whole lot of bad things happen. So if anybody call you for kidnapping, don't go there. That is a usual thing parents tell their children. So I'm encouraging all of the parents who are watching live or who will watch this live stream to protect your children during this crucial time of our election. Remember, Liberia is what we have. Our children is also what we have. So we must protect the peace of our country. In order to protect the peace of our country, let us keep our eyes on our children. Let us try to tell our children about this crucial moment we are about to face come October 10th. Remember, if you are a first time voter, to choose wisely because whatever decision you make right now will haunt you in future to come. Whatever decision you make right now will cause history to remind you of this day. So please be careful in who you are about to elect as a president or as a representative or senator of Liberia. We encourage you to choose wisely, speak wisely, listen, and know what is right for you and that of the country Liberia. Continue to preach a message of peace. My name is Greg Courage Pra, and I am your presenter on the daily edition of Inside the Print Media, saying have yourself a brand new day as it relates to the ladies' night tonight. Keep yourself informed of the happening of our country, Liberia, and the world at large. Here on Foca TV, we bring you top stories and news in details as it relates to our country, Liberia. Thanks for watching. My name is Greg Finasi Par, and I am your presenter on the daily edition of Inside the Print Media. Keep growing the brand K. Lyndon Tokpa Abu B. Jallo, following from Grand Bassa County. Thanks for joining us from Way Grand Bassa County. We appreciate the effort. Thanks to all of our viewers who joined us on the live today as we brought information to you. Don't forget Abu B. Jallo to continue to preach the message of peace. Kia Lyndon Tokpa continue to preach the message of peace as we go through these crucial moments of our electoral process. Joseph Soko Kone, don't forget to preach the message of peace. Do away with violence. Andy Brople Jala, thanks for always pushing the message of peace. Gregory Parr, we appreciate you this morning. He's watching from Benson Street. Thanks for joining us, and we appreciate your effort. Continue to preach the message of peace. Norin, continue to preach the message of peace. Liberia is what we have. Liberia is all we got, and because of that, we must protect the peace in our country. Have yourself a blessed day, and this is how we close down on the daily edition of Inside the Print Media. My name is Greg Finansipa. I am your presenter here on the daily edition of Inside the Print Media. Thanks for watching. I love you, and I'll be back again today at 1 p.m. and tomorrow with the daily edition of Inside the Print Media. For today, I will be back with the Focal Women Talk as we will be talking about violence in all forms. Please join me as I will bring educative information to you, and we will discuss the issue in depth. Thanks so much for watching. I love you. This is how we wrap up on the daily edition of Inside the Print Media.
Fuck up.